So here, when we're faced with stormy weather, just look for me.
Nice black coffee. That's what you need, strong coffee.
Till you're dreaming, I wish it every day. You and me, everyone.
Hi, Nuria. What's up? I love seeing Nuria. You're going to like this. Thank you.
Man, could not believe. And every time I'm high on you, you're high on me.
Slow. What's up, everybody? Please tell me where you're from. I'm in Kerala. I will be back in Mumbai in 3 days. I'm going to drink a black coffee while I begin. This is a special show today. I never broadcast at 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm broadcasting. And now Nuria's awake. I love that. Nuria, you're like my special guest today. So, the reason that, please tell me where you're all from. I'm so sorry. Nuria, you are going to be excited to see this. Hello, Canada. Because today I'm going to do a live therapy session, which I've never even been to therapy in my life. I'm going to do a live session. And I'm going to be dealing with anxieties with a very, very world-renowned, famous mental health expert. And Nuria, you probably know I probably got a bunch of stuff that I should be working out. Hello from Pakistan. Hello from Canada. What's up? What's up? Show me that sparrow on your neck. I don't know, what side is it on? That one? It's not a sparrow, it's a swift. Hi from Delhi. Bring it in, everybody. All right. So we're going to start the show, and we are going to get Mr. Anand Chulani right in here quick, because I think he would like to sort of fine-tune whatever's going on in my brain. Nuria probably knows. Hello from Germany. I love this. Hello from Bhutan. You guys could be totally fucking with me where you're really from, but I love it anyway. I think it's amazing. So, is this too early? Hello from Nepal. I love Nepal. Is this too early for everybody, or does everybody like this random 1:30 in the afternoon? Hi, Gujarat. All right. So, what's up, Bangalore? Or Bangalore? All right. Should we get started? So, I will just do a quick recap of the news. And hi, welcome to my show. This is Stories of Hope. This is a special segment that we're doing with Anand Chulani. He is basically going to fix me up, hopefully, because I have lots of anxieties. Good night from Los Angeles. I didn't even start the show. Whoever male shirtless celebs is. That's a great handle. Male shirtless celebs. What a great handle. I should have taken that handle for someone. So today, by the way, thank you, and I'm Daniel Weber. If you know who I am, great. If you don't, too bad, you're on my show. And today, there was 2.4 lakh, yeah, Daria, I'm sure you do love that I'm doing this, by the way, because you know me really well, and you probably know I got a lot of shit that I should be getting out. So there was 2.4 lakh cases in India. Recoveries have been great. We steadily sort of are flattening the curve. I know that sounds like a lot of cases, but in comparison to the country itself, it's not that much. We are below 12% positivity rate, which is great. And we continue to advance with therapeutics. There are these powdered sachets, I don't know what they call them, that have been giving out that have been very good too. They are starting with home testing kits. I think next week. They've already produced 10 million of them. They will be sending them out to people where it's sort of like a home pregnancy test, 15 minutes, positive, negative, and you will be able to figure out what you are and what you are not. And that's really it. We're going to keep the news pretty limited today, and we're going to jump right in with Anand Chulani. And once again, I just want to thank all the healthcare workers. I want to thank all the doctors and nurses and journalists who are on the front line. And I love the journalists, by the way, that are giving pushback to the government. I do love that. Amen to you. The real story should be told. I know you want to protect yourselves, protect your careers, but mainstream media tells a very different story than the journalists on the ground. Thank you so much. I know so many of these journalists on the ground, and they've been amazing. And I know them for years through the industry and through the entertainment industry, and now they've totally switched gears, and they just want to report what is actually happening on the ground during the pandemic, and they are amazing. So thank you and bravo to you. I love the pushback to keep people in check. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into this. I am nervous. I am going to be doing a live therapy session. I think that's probably the proper terminology for it. A live therapy with Anand Chulani, who is a world-renowned expert at this, and I have never been to therapy. I've never addressed probably, a bunch of stuff in life, and so we will see what he can get out. And the reason I'm doing this is only to make you all comfortable that it's okay to have hang-ups, and it's okay to have anxieties, and it's okay to have all kinds of different things. We all have it, and I think it's important that you address them before they kind of spiral out of control. So let's bring him in here, and maybe he can help me from spiraling out of control. Let's see, Anand. There he is. Saudi Arabia, what's up? I love that. You can take this slow. I feel much happier than I was yesterday. Yesterday was kind of a rough day, mentally. So we all have these. Let's get Anand in here. He's gonna come in. Any questions in the meantime, please feel free. You can ask. Hello from Mumbai, Bombay. Hello, hello. So, where are you, Anand? I'm already nervous as it is, and now I gotta wait for him to come in. Oh, man. I look good, thanks, Nuria. Well, you're biased. What are you going to tell me? I look bad, Nuria? You're not going to tell me that, because then I'll call you and call you out on it. So, waiting for Anand Chulani. Anyone want to ask any questions in the meantime? What the fuck, bro? How come you don't say hi to me? Hi, 6 angle, whatever it is, Anke. Let's see. We're going to have to get him back in here. I don't know where he is. Trying using Wi-Fi. Any other interesting questions? We can just start a different segment and just get somebody else in here. Am I a weed smoker? I was, a long time ago. Now, very, very rarely, like twice a year or something. Doesn't help me with anxiety at all, actually. It kind of makes me more anxious. Maybe more than twice a year, but I don't know. Are you offering to get high with me? Let's see. And now it's different. In the US, there's like weed shops on every corner, so it's like not as cool anymore. The stigma's gone. So it's like you just walk to a store and get it. I think it was cooler when we were younger, and you can just you got to try to score it. But now it's legal in Canada. Yeah, exactly. So in the US, the same thing, in California. So it's like not as cool. The fun and the thrill of it used to be like scoring it, but. Am I loving these live sessions? I do. Some of them I'm kind of nervous for. I do like them. I love meeting all these new people who have amazing resources to help people, Nuria. I think that it's phenomenal. These people are all so selfless, which is amazing. They have so many cool things that they're doing, and they're helping people. What's going on with him? Should we call him up? He's late. Let's call him up. Let's embarrass him. Because I did have a therapy appointment at 1:30. Isn't the client never supposed to be late? The therapist should always be on time. Do I love staying in India? I do love staying in India. Any other good questions? Weed cured COVID, I believe. No, I do not believe that at all. I don't believe that 1%. Don't listen to things like that people tell you. Weird stuff. Weed did not cure COVID. Hey, it's funny. Anand was supposed to join, and now he has told me no. Is he not going to join? Am I not going to be doing this? Huge bag. This is really cool. So, thank you, Nuria. That's very kind. I feel it's important to give back because India has given me so much and for so long, and I think it's important to give back. Actor Sono Sood. Yeah, he's doing amazing work. Actor Sono Sood is doing great. When am I going back to New York? I'm going to try to go back to New York in 1 week. I haven't seen my mother in 16 months, so I definitely would like to see her. Oh, no, 16 months? No, she was in LA, sorry. I haven't been to New York, though, in a long time. So I would like to see her. Let's see. Anand is on, but I don't hear him coming in. I have to tell him we're all waiting for him. Hey, we're all waiting for you. Oh, it's weird. I keep sending you one. It keeps saying you're declining me. Like you don't want to see your client today. Let me see. Oh, you might need to get out of Instagram and come again. Okay. Yeah, let me send you the request. All right. I thought my therapist wanted to cancel on me. Think how devastating that would be. Imagine. Okay. So, any other questions? Any other questions before we get him in here? It's making me Niagara Falls. I love Niagara Falls. I have been to Niagara Falls 3 times. It is amazing. Anytime you shoot in Bollywood. No, I don't shoot in Bollywood. I'm not a Bollywood, film person. I'm on the back end of the business side. I have no interest of really being in front of the camera in Bollywood, that is. Let's see, anything else while we wait for Mr. Anand? It's making me so nervous. I already have enough hang-ups. Neri, you want to tell people about what my hang-ups are? How I have OCD about a lot of things? Let's see here. This is such a special segment, too. Your name is Nisha? Oh, that's very nice. Fairy Tooth Bombay. I love that name. Nuri, where am I right now? I am in Kerala. Look. Pretty nice, right? I'm in the mountains. I'm still waiting for Anand. I think he's going to come on any minute. Come on, Anand. We're waiting for you. A shout out. Ali Shoab. What's up? Where are you now? Kerala. I just said. Those on your Mano Pico mask. I don't know what that is. Follow you? No, that would be weird. It looks like Anand is having trouble joining. This is crazy. He's having some sort of tech issue. This is such a bummer. Let's see here. Oh, thank God. I already have anxiety. Yeah, I already have enough anxiety. I was getting more anxious because I thought you were canceling on me.
No way, bro. No way. I'm here for you.
Oh, thank you. That's such a nice line. Everybody, welcome. Anand Chulani. You're like a master. So, what is your title, by the way? You have a lot of titles.
I've got multiple titles.
Motivational
One of my
human being.
titles is... Can you hear me?
Yeah, are you a motivational human being?
Motivational human being. I like that. I actually hate the term motivational coach, mainly because I think that motivation requires someone else to make you feel good about you. And I believe the power to make us feel good about ourselves is in us. So I call myself an activational coach to activate what's already inside of you instead of it to motivate you.
Okay. All right. I'm ready to be activated. Let's dive in.
Okay, perfect.
Do you want to tell people what we're doing?
Sorry?
Do you want to let people know what we're doing? Because the way I explained it is probably not as good as the way you explain it.
No problem, no problem. Look, I'm a coach, so basically I'm a coach in mental and emotional, well-being and health. I'm also a success coach. So Daniel wanted to kind of, thought it'd be valuable to do this piece so that we could basically help people at home and see that you can shift any emotion that you're feeling. So why don't we'll just kind of like imagine it's a coaching session in private. Okay. Tell me what the challenges you're going through and I'll help you with some tools to shift them.
Okay. So the biggest thing that I've noticed probably, and it comes in waves, is I get extremely anxious. And when I get anxious, I feel like, I wouldn't call it like a panic attack, but I definitely feel that my breathing changes and I feel like I have pressure. And I don't know if that's like true pressure or it just feels like a lot of pressure. And the only way for me to sort of work my way through that myself is I have to separate myself from the situation that is causing it. Although I don't actually know what the
what the trigger is and what is really the cause, I think, are two very different things. And that I've come to know. Because it could be like something, I don't know, let's say I'm around my kids and something like totally throws me off, but I'm not really thrown off by that, but yet that's a trigger. And I think it's because I have all this other maybe penned up anxiety from the last 16 months of my routine has been totally fucked. I don't get to travel. I don't get to see, half of my family that's been in New York. I don't get to go to my office. I don't get to conduct 90% of the business that I'm used to. So I feel like I'm sort of like always entrapped in this, like, okay, 5 more days, 10 more days. And it just never ends. It keeps getting extended. And yet the other part that gives me anxiety is that country after country is opening up. And in India, we are just nowhere even remotely close to this.
Yes.
That's a lot.
Yes. Good. I'm glad you've been open about that. I think a few things. What I'm going to help you with, 2 things. One is to give you a diagnosis of why the anxiety is there, and then to give you some tools to shift it immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
First thing is you run a pattern called stacking. And what I mean by stacking is you stack information on top of each other, right? So you're stacking, oh my God, my children, okay, my work, like this, you're stacking things on top of each other. So in that process, you're overwhelming your own mind because your mind is going, hold on, what do I process on? Oh, wow, it's not just one issue, it's another. You're compounding the stress by a pattern called stacking. And we all do this, right? We stack, oh, this is happening in my life and that's happening in my life. And one of the things I tell people who run a pattern of stacking is simplify, right? Separate them out. Stop compounding them together. Take it one piece by one piece. It's like trying to eat a dosa, in South India and trying to eat the whole dosa in one go. You can't do it. Yeah. You got to chunk it. You got to break it into chunks. So that's the first piece I would share with you. The other piece is so anxiety is just, if we decode anxiety, it's fear. And fear is not a bad emotion. In fact, there's no human being that has no fear, because to have no fear would be to not be a human being. Fear is a mechanism in the body that kicks in to protect us from something that's going to attack us or hurt us, right? So your mind is looking at all these things and is stacking all this fear, which then results in anxiety. So anxiety is the symptom, not the cause. That's the first thing I'll tell you.
Okay.
The second piece is your reason why you're going into this is you're stacking things, and the reason why these things are stressful is one phrase I'll give people right here. Anytime we have a perception that I'm losing something I want in my life,
correct,
and that I potentially am getting something I don't want in my life, we go into stress. Our mind is driven by 2 things, pain and pleasure. Pleasure, I want something. Pain, I don't want something. I want to avoid it. So your mind right now, on all those lists of things you told me, is going through the list and going, pleasure, I love my work. I could do this stuff. I can't do that. So I cannot receive some pleasure in my life. And there's pain I'm seeing because I can't see the end of this. So in all the things you just told me, your brain is more neuro-associated to pain and to lack of pleasure, which means the perception you're telling yourself is, I'm losing things I want and I'm gaining things I don't want.
That is very accurate. I'm gaining a lot of things.
And then I'm stacking it on top of that.
Yes. Okay.
So the solution out of that is a few things.
Yeah.
First of all, I use the word perception because it's not a fact on a lot of it. Yes, it's a fact that you cannot see someone right now. It's a fact that I may not, there's some limitations in terms of, me leaving my house. But is freedom an important value for you in your life? I'm asking you.
Yeah, the freedom to do as I want is a very important value. I mean, of
Yes.
course, don't like to have my hands tied doing anything. I've sort of created that life for myself.
So my hunch is exactly that. One of your top values, we all have different values. One of your top values is freedom. And the real reason you're stressed is because the value called freedom is one that you find is struggling to live right now. And what I would say is this: if you're living in anxiety, you're not emotionally free. And what I would suggest
of course,
is this.
I can agree with that.
So what we can control, I cannot necessarily control my physical freedom to some level right now because there's a lockdown, there's things, the government have put things, I can't leave the house physically. But what I have full control over always is my emotional freedom. And that's the part to get. And the way we get emotionally free is to change our perception of what is going on, because it's not the reality, it's the perception. It's what I call a belief. And there are two things in life. There are beliefs and there are facts. For example, it's a fact that coronavirus is here. It's a fact that COVID's here. It's a fact that it's a national lockdown. It's a belief that I'm unloved. It's a belief that I have no time. It's a belief that these are all beliefs we make, interpretations of those facts. So let's go back to what you said. What is the one that's stressing you right now? This belief that you have no freedom.
Correct. And, with that lack of freedom, I have a hard time finding the things that I enjoy because, like I said, it's work or it's travel, or for me, I perform music. I can't really do any of those things. I can't do any of the things that I love to do. So
tell me why. Let's go to each of those. Tell me the first thing you wish you could do.
Travel to see.
God, why do you want to travel?
Awesome. Travel to see people that I want to see. Travel to the other places of the world that I've always traveled to for work. Generally, in a month, I would travel a few times for work, and with that, I get to see, other places that I love to see, explore.
Got it. So here's the thing. Here's my suggestion. What else could you explore? So, for example,
I've walked around my home
so much
16 months, so I'm done exploring there.
Sorry, say again? I lost you.
I've walked around my home for 16 months, so I'm done exploring there. So,
yes, but what I'm going to suggest to you, my brother, is this: in this time, of course, we can explore the world, right? I can go on Google, I can go on Google Earth, I can use those things to explore the world, right? There are a lot of tools there. But what if you believe that life is not happening to you, but for you? Maybe what's happening right now is an opportunity for you to explore your inner world, not just the outer world, because outer world, I think, is something you do quite often.
I've heard this. My brother, per se, said, oh, you know what? This is a great chance for you to explore this special time with your family. Okay, that's great. I love that. I'm not denying I love that. But also, and I have to imagine that my wife would agree with this as well, is, okay, I love spending time with her and my kids, but there's also I think, a healthy balance in life. No one needs to be locked together for this many months.
Absolutely.
It's not healthy.
But here's the thing. I'm not the government, and neither are you.
Correct.
Right?
And although I feel like we do an amazing job as a family, and we've sort of figured out our feng shui, which is amazing. But again, it's not like something that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do the same exact thing again today.
But here's the thing. Okay, so there are two different pieces. You like variety. That's one of your needs.
Yes, correct.
Right? And you got a lot of certainty in your life. But what I'm saying to you is there are many ways to get variety, my friend. So instead of, yes, traveling is one vehicle to get variety. What I'm suggesting for you is look at all the things I can do. I can create variety ways. And by the way, if lockdown hadn't happened, I wouldn't have met you.
That's true.
We wouldn't be doing this.
And I said this to Sonny, that I've been meeting great people through these segments that I'm doing, which is amazing. I never would have met these people. But I'd rather
So
meet these
it's
people
not that
in
you're not.
person.
It's not that you're not getting. Yeah. So it's not that you're not getting variety in your life. It's appreciating the variety that you are getting instead of deleting it. And the second I would say is look for other opportunities for variety. Right. You're a creative guy. Right. Use this time in your lab to come up with even more creative things. Challenge yourself creatively. Challenge yourself to build a network. Internationally, everyone right now is connected. Again, I can relate to you. My entire business last year was traveling around the world. I did 200 flights in 1 year. Lockdown happens. I'm now sitting at home. I've got zero. My business was nothing in March. I built my business up in March from there. Last year, we had our highest turnover and highest profitability in 15 years. But not because of that. The money's not the biggest factor. I challenged myself to find innovative ways.
See, I didn't say anything about financial for a reason, because we as well evolved very quickly and used our network, and we've had month on month the best months for our company. Now, but I don't equate happiness to money.
Absolutely. Happiness is freedom.
Correct.
Yes, I know your model of the world, my brother, and I appreciate it. And I'm saying to you, if happiness is freedom, the way you get happiness is through one of the ways is variety, and what's the other way of getting it?
What's the other way of getting it? I guess.
So let me decode it for you. There are 6 needs in life: certainty, variety, love and connection, feeling significant and important, growth, contribution. Out of those 6, which are the 2 most important for you? Certainty, variety, love and connection, significance and importance, growth, or contribution?
As of lately, contribution has become number 1 for me. It has made me feel the best. Speaking to people and providing resources for everyone else that is broadcasting to. That has definitely been the.
What was it pre-COVID?
Oh, pre-COVID, variety,
and
for sure. And what else? What are my options?
Certainty, variety, love and connection, significance and importance, growth, contribution.
Growth. I love to see growth.
Yes.
Because it makes me feel like I am achieving.
Yes. Got it. But maybe you want to open up that definition of growth. Maybe growth is not just about achieving. Maybe growth is about many, many, many things. So what if
you said pre-COVID?
Yes. So currently today, what are your top 2 needs?
Probably love and connection is.
Yes.
I need to try to find connection because we are so socially unsocial now, I guess, if you put it, forced to be socially through digital mediums. Love, of course. I think that it's very important during this time as well, especially, let's say myself. Everyone is different. I think that knowing that you're loved helps myself get through when there are ups and downs. It's very important.
So what are the top 2 needs now? Love and connection and contribution?
Contribution for sure, yes. Contribution
and love and connection.
Yeah.
Perfect. So my question to you is this: right now in this moment, are you getting love and connection or connection with another human being?
Yes.
And is this conversation contributing to help other people?
Yes, correct.
So your needs are being met in this moment.
So you think I should feel appreciative of that? More appreciative or more aware of it?
You tell me. It's not my needs that are being met. It's your needs that are being met. We're talking about. My point is this. You have there's an old programming and a new programming. The old software in Daniel is variety and growth. The new programming is contribution and love and connection. So the old programming is going, but I'm not getting variety and growth in the way that I defined it pre-COVID. My suggestion to you is, instead of look, we can easily crib, we can complain, we can get anxious, we can get stressed. That's a waste of your time and waste of anyone's time in terms of energy. Direct that energy into 4 things every day. Okay. How can I get variety? How can I get more growth? How can I get more love and connection? How can I get contribution? Whether that be to my people on Instagram, my family, my clients, India, whatever it may be for you. So there's 4 needs I can get, and I can get in multiple areas of my life. So even though I'm home, my ability to meet my needs and my ability to meet the needs of others is not locked away.
Very interesting.
And if you do that, you're happy. I was stuck in an earthquake for 3 days, my brother. I couldn't talk to anyone in Nepal. I had this much of water. There was no things around me. Like you, I said, okay, I can't see my family right now. What I can do is put my hand on my heart, close my eyes, and envision them and feel their love. And that made me feel love and connection and gave me the strength to hang in there and save my life. Then I said, what other needs can I meet in mind? Well, I can use this time to grow my faith, to grow my courage, not just grow my money, my business, or my impact, but to grow the inner emotions, to grow my emotional muscles. And I can contribute. I can help people. So what if everything that's happening right now is there for you to grow your faith, your courage, your determination, your creativity? Look at the inner resources that are there for you to grow. And love and connection is not just people around you, it's also with yourself. And variety can come in so many different ways, and contribution as well. So make those 4 your focus. That will then put you into a much better state. That's your long-term fix. So I'm giving you two fixes in today's chat. One is a short-term one, which I'll give you in a second. The other is a long-term one. The long-term one is no matter how long the lockdown is, I am going to meet these 4 needs of mine. No one's locking those up. I have freedom to meet those 4 needs.
Okay.
The short-term fix is I'll give you a heart breathing technique right now that will instantly kind of calm you down and put you in that state. And it's a state of gratitude, which I know you know is emotions, a very powerful one. But if you trade anxiety for gratitude, power comes. And when you're grateful, you don't stack. In fact, you can stack a positive way rather than stacking the other way.
Yeah, okay.
Rather than stacking about what you don't have, stack about what you do have.
Okay, that's a very good way to put it. I would love to learn to do that.
Perfect. Let's do it right now.
Okay. Tell me.
A few minutes. Put your hand on your heart.
Okay. Any hands?
Both hands on your heart. And whoever's here, follow me. Put your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Breath out. That's it, bro. Just take deep breaths in and breathe out. And as you're doing that right now, feel your heartbeat. When's the last time you connected to your heart? When's the last time you were grateful for your heart? It beats for you every day.
Probably some time ago.
That's it. So connect to it now. And breathe into your heart. Feel the beat in your heart. Feel the strength in your heart. Feel the freedom in your heart. Feel the courage in your heart. And right now, think about all the people you love in your life. All the people in your life you're grateful for, that you've met. And as you think of them or see them or hear them or feel them, tap your heart on each person. See them, hear them, feel them, and tap your heart. And each person, just tap your heart. And don't just be grateful to them. Why are you grateful to them? I'm grateful for my child because of what? I'm grateful for my wife because of what? I'm grateful for my friends because of what? I'm grateful for my team because of what? See what you have in your life. I'm grateful for new friendships, new connections, because of what? That's it. Just breathe into your heart and feel everything you're grateful for, every person you're grateful for. And keep breathing deeply in and out. And now see all the amazing moments in your life that you've had, that you're grateful for, all the opportunities to travel. Instead of looking at travel with resentment, look at it with gratitude. Look at all the amazing places you've had a gift of traveling in this world. We're not entitled to anything except breath. Feel the gratitude for that. That's it. And think about everything else in your life you're grateful for. If you can breathe right now, think of how many people are struggling with oxygen and feel gratitude for that. And breathe and feel the gratitude for clean water or anything simple. The view of being where you are, anything, your home. This moment. And breathe deep into your heart. And hold your left wrist. And do the thing we did the other day. Remember those happy moments in your life. And say, peace, peace. And now see the happy future memories in your life of you happy with yourself. See a life where you've got so much variety. See the life where you create so much growth, even more contribution, even more love and connection. See it, hear it, feel it, be in it. And say, peace, peace. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly open your eyes. Tell me, how do you feel?
Relaxing. It's very relaxing. But
it
actually makes me feel like...
Take your fist right now. Take your fist right now.
Yeah.
Take your fist right now and tap here and just say, I'm free.
I'm free.
You see, my friend, freedom comes from realizing that abundance is around us. Freedom comes from choosing. You want choice in your life. Choosing gratitude is freedom. Choosing faith is freedom. Choosing love is freedom. Fear is not our only option. Anxiety is not our only option. Worry is not our only option. We have choice. We can be emotionally free.
It was very nice. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Pleasure, my friend. I hope it helps. I can see a difference in your energy right now.
Yeah, it's extremely relaxing. It's also, I think, important for me to take a second to think about the things that probably a lot of us probably do. This is what we complain about versus actually what we really have.
Yes, absolutely. And I truly believe pre-COVID, we lived in a world of taking. We took things for granted. We took people for granted. We tried to achieve things and take from this world. I believe the shift in consciousness needed in this world is realize that life is, the secret to living is giving. And I love what you're doing right now. You've made a shift to contribution. And I think if anything else, the beauty of that is COVID, I think, is shifting you internally to being that leader in giving. And as you can see, there's nothing greater in life than when you come from that place. we've been a very entitled world and entitled culture. The only thing we're entitled to, in my opinion,
I agree
is
1,000%.
oxygen.
We all just took and took and took. I agree. I know that. Yeah.
So I love the space you're coming from now. I can see a difference in your energy. And by the way, if I take your little kind of home play, I hate the word homework. Home play assignment is use this technique of heart breathing and peace, peace, peace daily to put you in a place of gratitude and a place of creating serotonin and dopamine to put you in a happy place. And then longer term, don't focus on your to-do list every day. Focus on the 4 needs of mine. How am I going to get them done?
Okay.
Because that's the game of life. Our goal is not achievement. Fine, I get an Oscar. Why am I getting an Oscar? To feel significant. Why am I making money? To get certainty. Everything we want in life is to get those needs. Rather than being stressed about the vehicle to get those needs, focus on those needs and expand the range of vehicles you can get in.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate this more than you realize and know. Thank you so much. And thank you for the second time. And I will practice this, and I'm sure that my wife will make me practice this as well, because me calm at home is just a calmer environment in general.
How many people are in your home tonight right now?
How many what?
It's you and your wife, right?
And 3 children and some other people. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What if the 5 of you, 3 children and you and your wife, every day did this gratitude thing, every day did the peace, peace, peace thing? It would not only be valuable for you, but would create that environment, and it's your way of love and connection and contribution, isn't it?
It is. I would love to have them try this with me. I would love that.
Awesome.
I'm going to absolutely do that today with them.
I love it. Let me know how it goes.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time, of course.
Pleasure, brother. Pleasure. You're doing amazing work. Take care of yourself so you can give more to this world.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Sounds good, brother. Take care.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. That was the amazing Anand Chulani. Hey, good call. He really is amazing. Very calming. So just to recap why I chose to do this today, you can rewatch this on YouTube and Facebook and IGTV afterwards. The reason I chose to do this today was because I think it's important that everybody out there and everywhere understand that having anxiety and having hang-ups or stress and tension, whatever it is normal. We all have it. It can come just when you think that the grass is always greener somewhere else, and you believe that, oh, this person is, let's say, successful, and they can have any kind of, why would they be anxious about anything? This is a very unprecedented time, and we all have some sort of anxiety for something, whether it is keeping our family safe, or whether it's not having work and money, or whether it's not having freedom. Like for myself, it's anxiety of not having that control and not having the freedom to do what I'm used to doing. And apparently I'm mentally stacking, which doesn't surprise me. So we all have these. And I think it's important that you all know that, because you are not alone. Everyone has these. You can message me, you can message Anand, you should message a family member, message someone, you should talk about things. I have never had a therapy session in my entire life. There are people on here that will vouch for that. Maybe like Nuria, who's on here, maybe Sunny, who's on here, or was on here. So let's see. I'm going to attempt, let's see if she's here. Hold on, let's call someone in here. Let's see if she's in. I don't know if she's still here. Oh, look at this. So, everybody, this is my lovely wife. And
I have
calling
no
her.
makeup on. I have
Oh, it's
nothing
okay.
on you. It's horrible.
Don't have a hang up. It's okay. So, were you watching this session?
I watched most of it. I had to put the kids to sleep, but I watched most of it. Yes.
Okay.
Amen. So, where was he a year ago?
I know. I was much worse. And that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to apologize for that. I know that I was much worse a year ago. When we were in Los Angeles, me and you, we had like a, moment. And, listen, life works both ways. So it was stressful for everybody. Now, I wanted to get your opinion on what you thought of him and whatnot. And by the way, everybody, I didn't tell her that I'm bringing her on the show. She's not next to me. I'm in a separate area of where we're staying in the mountain. And she is in the, whatever you call that cabin that we're in. And that's it. So this is just spur of the moment. So say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And she was watching my therapy session because I'm pretty sure she's wanted me to go to therapy for a really long time to deal with my anxieties. Hi, Nuria.
I think everything happens for a reason, and I had an intuition that I should check in and watch because I've been working every day, and I'm so happy that that intuition worked and was watching.
Nuria's saying hi on the bottom.
I love Nuria. I just messaged her and I said, where was this guy a year ago?
Listen, everybody comes into your life at a certain time, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So do you think that, did you hear that he said that we should do this with the children?
No, I missed that. I was putting them to bed.
Okay.
Anisha's in
so he
school.
thought that I should do these. So he thought that I should do these exercises with the children, and it would be bring us very close and, help. So we're going to try that later.
What, the hand on the heart and think about what we're thankful for? Yeah, you would just have to do it where they verbally say it out loud, probably.
Yeah, correct, of course. Okay.
I did find what he said interesting about stacking and your anxiety and how that spirals.
I have stacking for sure, right?
I don't have to say anything anymore. I can just call this doctor and say, I think Daniel needs a talk. But it's good because, a lot of the things he says, I might say or somebody else might say around you, but until maybe someone you don't know, well, you know him now, says it out loud to you, maybe it might make sense.
You're right. And listen, I agree. And this is for everybody to understand. Usually when you hear it from someone that's really close to you, you brush it off as bullshit. Say, no, don't talk to me like that. And what's that?
That was, like when I say it.
Oh, like when she's, yeah. I mean, and, and that's very common for people to brush off the people closest to you that are telling you. But when you hear it from a professional or someone within the field, it sort of makes sense. But it's healthier to hear it from someone else also, though. You have to understand that. Because for me,
Absolutely. It's completely normal.
Correct. So I don't want you to take offense to that.
Who, me or them?
You.
Oh. Well, I'm still around, so I'm good.
Okay. So thank you, everybody, for joining me in my live therapy session today, my first therapy session of my life. Thank you, Anand Chulani.
Lord.
You are amazing. And thank you to my lovely wife for surprise joining so I can get her opinion.
Yeah,
she loves to be surprised on video.
Yeah, for all the people out there, if you were connecting with a lot of the things that he was saying, I think that we do this a lot. It's human nature during this time to think about all the things we don't have, where we should be thankful for what we do have. And we have so much, and we are healthy. For those people who are sick, I'm very sorry. But for the people out there who are healthy, we have so much to be thankful for. There's people without food. There's people without medicine. There's people without water. There's people without so many things, a nice warm bed, a blanket, shoes, clothes, all of it. So let's try and focus on what we do have. What Daniel and I have is a safe place to be. It is not ideal, and sometimes it's frustrating. But we are in the middle of the mountains and there's nobody here. And there's a lot of things that we do miss, but I'm thankful for the fresh air we have here. I'm thankful for our place. Our children are safe. We have a beautiful, beautiful location. Every morning we wake up to something beautiful. And I'm pretty sure that everybody out there will, and they do wake up to something beautiful, whether that's family, whether that's Instagram, whether it's anything that you want. But we do have beautiful things in our life.
Thank you so much. And I will see you later.
I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Maybe 20, yes.
Maybe
and
20.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, Nuria, for staying on the whole time. But it's not even your bedtime, Nuria, because you go to sleep like 3 in the morning. So this is probably perfect for you. And hopefully we will see you soon. And thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Stories of Hope. You can check us out on Facebook and on YouTube and IGTV. And we love you all. Be safe, be smart, and do whatever you got to do. And keep your family safe. 1 mask, 2 masks, 3 masks, whatever they're telling you to do, listen to the rules. Bye-bye. See you later. See you tomorrow back at 5:30.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to kill you later, by the way.
Bye.